So welcome to this week's Astroholic vlog. We are going to talk about the 7 unusual feature hardly ever discussed of the Milky Way. Now, we're obviously going to talk about the 7 wonders of the Milky Way because, like many before me, we need to go big or go home. So, in my list of wonders in the Milky Way, the first place is occupied by the Sagittarius stream. Sagittarius stream is the only remnant of the more active past of the Milky Way. Is a long, thin distribution of stars in polar orbit respect to the plane of the Milky Way, and is what remains of our galaxy cannibalizing a smaller galaxy called the Sagittarius Dwarf Elliptical Galaxy. And that's why it's a wonder for me. It shows how our galaxy evolved, eating its companion little by little. The second wonder is for me the planets orbiting the pulsar PSR 1257 plus 12. Those were the first exoplanet discovered, and the fact that orbiting a pulsar makes them quite special. If you followed the blog, you might have read how difficult it is for to find planets around the pulsar because they're born in supernovas. So planets around the pulsar make us really question what we know of planetary formation. Could this planet survive the supernova, or were this planet further away and after supernova they moved closer to the star? Were there maybe planets, rogue planets, flying around the Milky Way with no care in the universe, and suddenly they got into the gravitational field of this pulsar? Or were they actually formed in the supernova explosion? So this is why pulsar planets are definitely a wonder. The third wonder for me is the pillars of creation, and they symbolize every nebula in a galaxy. Nebula are beautiful and fascinating. They are formed by star dying and releasing all their material into the cosmos, and also the birthplace of star. And this double nature of symbolizing the death and heralding the birth of new stars, it's absolutely incredible. And the pillars of creation are particularly special for me. They are structured in the Eagle Nebula, because the weird fingery structure depends on ultraviolet light eroding the gas cloud. The fourth wonder is the so-called oldest star in the universe. Is technically the oldest star we can see in the known universe, but is still quite the record breaker. Its name is SM0313, and is really close to us. It is definitely in our neighborhood. It is only 6,000 light years away, and is 13.6 billion years old. Means that it was formed 100 or 200 million years after the Big Bang. So it was there when the first galaxies start forming, and that's quite impressive. Is part of the population 2 stars, which means stars that are almost exclusively made of hydrogen and helium, with barely any traces of any other element. The fifth wonder is the biggest star in the Milky Way. Its name is VW Canis Majoris. It has a radius of 1,420 solar radii and is 1.2 kiloparsec away from us, about 4,000 light years. Is huge. Maybe giving that is 1,420 times the radius of the sun doesn't think, but if it was in the solar system, it would reach beyond the orbit of Saturn, and Saturn is really far away from us. The sixth wonder for me is something that is not too wondrous in the universe at large, but it's not often discussed. It's the fact that the Milky Way doesn't have a bulge at its center, but it has a bar. So the Milky Way bar, which it's quite hard to Google without finding chocolate, is an important feature, an important structure in the galaxy. We think bars in galaxy regulates the star formation, regulates the activation of the supermassive black holes at the center, and probably balance out with their creation and dispersion the density wave that form the spiral structure of a spiral galaxy. Last but not least, we have Earth. So why did I go on the cheesy route and put Earth as the seventh wonder? And the answer is life. Most people believe that we can find life in the most complex and weird places. We found organic molecules everywhere we looked. We found it towards the center of the galaxy, on comets, in nebulas, everywhere. But so far, we found life only here. So, is a question of are we special? Not as human, but is the Earth special? Is the solar system special? And we got some advantages that all the other organic molecules in the galaxy don't have. And this is the question that we need to answer, and this is the reason why we're looking for life out there. Is more, how special are we? Now, this is my list, and I think people disagree with something, agree with something, agree with everything, disagree with everything. But not even I agree with everything in the list. I think there are 7 special features, but if we need to list the wonders of the Milky Way, oh, I don't know, I could go up to 100, I could go up to 1,000. There's so much to discuss. A 7 wonder list shouldn't be like the 7 wonder of the ancient world. It shouldn't be something that is mutable. It needs to be something that can be changed every time. Next year there are 7 more wonders, 7 more interesting things that came out in science, because science is all about change, it's all about discovery, it's exploring with what we don't know, challenge what we know, and maybe not 7 wonders, maybe 99 spectacular features of the Milky Way. And if anyone asks where's the 100, you say, no, we're still looking for it.